Hey there, tech enthusiasts. You've just hit the jackpot of hilarity and headlines, because today, we're slicing through the digital clutter to serve up the hottest tech news pie, and spoiler alert, it's loaded with extra toppings, no pineapple. Keep watching to ensure your brain stays as upgraded as your devices. First up, forget about snail mail. We're talking tech mail over here, aka the latest and greatest from the digital world that's churning faster than your grandma's butter. Verge Tech is where all the cool gadgets and gizmos hang out, and they've got news hotter than your laptop on a summer day. Something about Microsoft Edge going haywire with a new update, and folks, it's turning more heads than a free Wi-Fi sign. Edge users faced the dreaded "this page is having a problem" message and promptly decided to play detective, eventually fingering the enhanced web protection setting as the culprit. The temporary fix? Flip that switch off or swap profiles faster than a chameleon on a disco dance floor until Microsoft throws us a lifeline. Speaking of mysteries, did you hear about Google testing a new Chromecast device in the digital shadows? Codenamed YTD, because apparently YTC was so last season. While they're at it, they're also tossing in a new remote with more buttons than a classical composer's jacket, including one with a star. Now that's what I call a remote possibility. But wait, dust off your racing goggles because there's a high-speed chase in Tech Town, the lawsuit derby. Fubo CEO David Gandler revved up the engine, saying they're in a duel to the death with Warner Brothers Discovery, ESPN, and Fox over a sports streaming scuffle. He claims they're fighting for consumers and the gazillions we overpay for content that's more recycled than a thrift shop sweater. Feisty? Sure. But remind me not to get in a bidding war with this guy at an auction. Floating down from the cloud of rumors, reports are buzzing that Apple's micro-LED Apple Watch Ultra project might just have hit a snooze button. A supplier called it quits. Meanwhile, experts are shrugging with an we'll see attitude. Honestly, the only thing I'm sure of is that maybe has never been more fashionable. Brave Browser says, "Hold my search history," as it introduces Leo the AI assistant with more tricks than a magician at a kid's party. But folks, before you get too chummy, remember that in the world of LLMs, hallucinations of false info are as common as finding an avocado in a millennial's grocery cart. Stay anonymous, stay safe, and maybe don't take Leo's word on who won the Super Bowl last year. Is your Twitter feed feeling empty? Maybe because the anti-hate speech researchers were caught with their hands in the data cookie jar and now they're scrambling to prove the legality of their snack time. Twitter, post-Musk purchase, is a Wild West show where banned users return like the boomerang you thought was lost forever. And all we can do is munch on popcorn as Judge Charles Breyer squints skeptically at the whole screenplay. Transition to the stars now, where Toys for Bob, those geniuses behind Skylanders and Crash Bandicoot 4, have decided to cut the corporate cord and stroll down Independence Lane. They're window shopping for a new partnership starring Microsoft. Could we be more excited? In the words of a famous friend, could be not. Jumping onto financial frontiers, CNBC is like that one friend who knows everything about money, even in their sleep. Credit cards, loans, personal finance. If it involves dollar signs, they are all over it like space explorers on the moon. No, seriously, they're probably calculating the markup on moon dust as we speak. Lastly, have you heard about the digital detective work happening at the BBC? Apparently, they're doing more diving than an Olympic swim team into the murky seas of Binance amid all the financial ruckus. Plus, there's a buzz about AI deepfake ads giving us the willies, and Mr. Zuckerberg's coming to your living room via VR whether you invited him or not. Welcome to the future, folks, where privacy is a little more public. Phew, that's a wrap on the tech news with more twists than a USB cable in your drawer. Before we call it a day, remember to keep your minds open and your devices updated, because in this digital dance, you don't want to be 2 steps behind. If you've enjoyed our tech news tango, don't be shy to hit like, subscribe, and ding that bell icon because we've got more bites and bits coming your way. See you next time in the cybersphere. And remember, keep your passwords strong and your coffee stronger.